So I'm not gonna go through every single designer out there in this video, right? But I made a decent list of popular brands I wanna know about. Some brands I think you homies will like if you don't know about them already. And we got 3 factors we gotta consider here, right? This is how we're gonna rank the tier list. We got affordability, how many bank loans do I have to take to buy this? Wearability, can you actually wear this off the runway, like real life situations, right? And style. How much mass appeal does this brand, like this sort of style, the theme of the brand actually have? But I do gotta say though, these factors ain't equally weighted, you feel me? Like some designers can be pulling out some ridiculous cappy prices for the clothes, but like the clothes themselves, like the style, the clout the designers got, like just lets them get away with it. So anyway, let's not waste time and let's get to it. Preston. Really dope workwear and like nice utilitarian vibes. I love how there's a consistent color scheming and theme along the brand. Plus the heron birds look tough as hell. Now this is probably gonna be biased as shit since out of all the designer brands on this list so far, Preston's what I personally own a lot of right now. So you know boys gonna have to show some love, but we'll still keep it tame, and I'm gonna say we'll put this in A tier. Gucci. You know I do like Gucci. I'm not just gonna be contrarian on this list and just hate on huge fashion houses, so I'll show some love here and I'll say I have been liking the new seasons and direction Gucci's been going for with their current lines. But like overall, to be honest, I feel like the brand as a whole works best for those rich milfs and aunties, and that's probably the target demographic, right? That's probably a target demographic, old money. But the recent collections I've been seeing have definitely had a much more youthful and modernized take on their classic designs. And I do fuck with that Gucci and Balenciaga collab that happened a little while ago. And the upcoming Palace and Gucci collab looks hard too. So let's put Gucci in A tier. I'm gonna put Gucci in A tier. Marine Sierra. Okay, so I got put onto this brand from a girl I used to fuck with, and she loved this brand, right? So I definitely got a soft spot for this brand too, and I will say it is a very creative and lots of stylish designs you see with Marine Sierra. But saying that though, I definitely like this brand way more on women than I do on men. Like, oh, the tops with the all over moon print. I'ma eat it. It's not too overpriced and a lot of the looks are pretty grounded and actually wearable, but the menswear department I feel is pretty weak compared to the designs women's wear gets, so I'll have to give Marine Sierra a B tier. For women though, for chicks though, this probably would rank higher. Mishbiv. I like calling this one Mishbiv, I won't even lie, but like this one's a sleeper brand. I never see anyone talk about this brand, but I really do love the designs, the kind of theme, the brand. It really speaks to me here. It's got such a nice edgy, but not too much to the point of being corny aesthetic, you feel me? It's very affordable too in terms of pricing when compared to a lot of the other designers you see, so I'm gonna give this one A tier. Jacques Moose. Is it Jacques Moose or Jacques Moose? Whatever it is, right? But someone drop in the comments, I really don't know. I really like the direction a lot of the collection and the drops have been going for Jacques Moose. You really see like a really fresh and contemporary reimagining of these old character European aesthetics. But it has a nice real bold and vibrant coloring and cuts in their outfits. I don't buy too much Jacques Moose anymore at the moment since it doesn't fit too well into my personal style. And again, like I said with Marine Sierra, right, to me, the men's wear of Jacques Moose is definitely a lot weaker than the women's wear, so I'm gonna have to put this in B tier. Palm Angels. Okay, so I feel kind of bad for this one, for what I'm about to say, right? But especially since Palm Angels is one of the first few brands I was getting into when I was really up in my fashion game, but besides those drop shoulder oversized tees being like a staple template design for every starter streetwear brand, I really don't like too much about the brand. I kind of do like that teddy bear print, and you know, the tracksuits are nice too, but in general, I'm kind of just over this. It's a bit popcorn, a bit like just, it's not really mine, so I'm gonna give this C tier. Balenciaga. Come on guys, you already know what it's gonna be. S tier, S tier. Vetements. This one's such a hit and miss for me, right? Because overall, I do like the direction of the brand itself. I love what they're doing. Like, it's a lot more edgier take on high fashion with like a lot of ironic wear, right? But bro, some of this shit is just... As much as I personally love the shit out of Vetements, like, just in terms of how some of this shit's priced and how not really wearable a lot of it is, like, especially when we look at other designer brands, I'm gonna have to put this in B tier. And yo, while I'm here as well, guys, can I just ask, bro, what is up with the shit they be posting on their Instagram page?
You weird, buddy.
Rude. Now, I love Rude. Very fashionable pieces and stylish designs. To me, right, this is what Palm Angels wishes it could be. I honestly want to give it S tier just for my love for the brand vision and the contemporary designs, but some of the prices on this stuff be ridiculous. I'm like, come on. This ain't no Balenciaga, this is Rude, so you can't get away with that. So saying all of that, I'm gonna have to delegate this one, Rude, to A tier. Prada. Can we give a clap for Prada? It can't just be me who's been thinking, but like I feel like they've definitely been riding a growing wave of popularity the last couple of years. Like Prada is hot in the culture right now. Very sleek, minimalistic designs. The subtle but sharp and intentional detail is what really speaks to me. I get like a really smart, high fashion vibe from Prada. Very refreshing, honestly, in the whole scene at the moment, especially since we're getting a lot more like relaxed, street sort of design. So it's definitely, I definitely appreciate the contrast from Prada. I'm gonna put this one in S tier. Off-White. This definitely grew on me. I didn't necessarily like Off-White at the start of the popularity growth, like especially that 2016 craze with those long scoop tees. Anyway, I really messed with the direction Off-White started moving towards when Virgil took over before he passed away. The cheese cutouts is just... The brand's been really revitalized while still staying true to its original roots, and it's becoming a staple brand when we honestly think of streetwear. You think Off-White, so I'm gonna have to put this S tier, obvious S tier. Fendi. Very cool and nice corporate looks from Fendi. I love the Fendi monogram print, and the bags are very nice, but there's just not really much that stands out to me personally in the collection for me to rank it so high up there in comparison to the other brands, right? So I'm gonna have to put this in the B tier. Burberry. I love Burberry. It gives me a really clean, nice heritage look. To me, it kind of seems like Ralph Lauren's bigger brother. Like, I don't know if you guys agree here, but the checkered print to me is just so iconic and like, surprisingly, I don't even think it's that loud or obnoxious in your face. Like, to me, it just seems to work with a lot of the other pieces, right? So I'm gonna put Burberry in A tier. Balmain. So this might be my ignorance here, right? But I'm sorry, this is just gonna have to go D tier for me. Like here in Australia, right? Like a lot of the entry-level pieces from this brand is just worn by all these hella ethnic bros, club bros who try to look hard as shit. So it's kind of just left a bad taste in my mouth for Balmain. Maison Margiela. You know, I really love their jewelry. Like I actually fuck with Maison Margiela jewelry so much. The collections are definitely designed for a more slimmer aesthetic and like a small slimmer profile in mind though, so a lot of the taper cuts and styling, like it's not really my personal aesthetic, but I don't know, Margiela gives me like a rock star kind of vibe, and I love the name too. Like come on, Maison Margiela. If that don't sound like fashion, I don't know what does. This is definitely a more niche kind of fashion brand though, to be honest, so I can't rank it too high. I'm gonna put this in B tier. So yeah, that's gonna be the full designer brands tier list, right? Have a look at that. Write down your hate comments already, I can see it coming. But drop a comment if you want me to do a part 2, right? We can always do a lot more brands. I know there's a lot of brands I didn't put in here, but drop a comment if you want part 2, and I'll see you guys later.